Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Netflix Prime Reviews. And it's your favorite reviewer. Today's review is going to be Better Call Saul Season 4. Yes, it's back. Better Call Saul. If you've been a fan of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, you know you've been waiting for this for so long. And as I've been waiting for this since last year, since the last season. And I can't wait. I couldn't wait. I had to watch this, binge watch it over the weekend. So Better Call Saul season 4. It is sad that you don't see much noise about this being promoted or pushed as much as Narcos, season 2, or any other show that's being out there. This is a fabulous show. It's groundbreaking content, but I don't understand how Netflix doesn't push this so much into people's faces. So anyways, that's my little rant. But anyway, season 4 is back. So what happens in season 4? If you need a little recap, season 3, end of season 3, Jim's brother basically kills himself, sets the house on fire, and that's where the season 3 comes to an end. And as you know, with the Better Call Saul format, there's always a track with Jimmy McGill, Jimmy, and there's another parallel track that always goes on with Mike Ehrmantraut, the other main character who works for Gus Fring. So in this season 4, they go into deep detail about how the meth lab got created. Remember that meth lab that, in Breaking Bad, where you see Jesse and Professor building out a cooking meth in the basement of a laundromat? You always wondered, how did this ever get built? Such a huge space, so technical, amazing equipment and machinery and so on and so forth. How did it ever get built? If you had that ever question way back while watching Breaking Bad, it's explained here because they go into great detail of how this was designed and built, the entire meth lab out of this thing. And guys, as with any writing of Vince Gilligan, the creator of the show, these guys go into great details. They don't spare any detail, any speck of detail to imagination. They lay it all out right there. And there's a scene where Gus asks him, "What exactly do you need?" And you'll see Mike Ehrmantraut going into details of housing facilities for the engineers who are going to come down and build the tunnel and actually the whole lab. And that shows you the mettle of writing. They actually think this down to the last bottom of the detail, right? There's nothing left for imagination. And if you were actually to watch the show and then oh yeah, how did these guys live? Where did they live? You would have questions like that. And sure enough, the writers have the same questions, but they also attempt to explain that. Beautifully done. So in this season 4, they basically get German engineers to come down and build the tunnel and the underground basement meth lab to spec, because he's a very good engineer and he basically, they rely on German engineering, so on and so forth. And Jimmy, on the other hand, he is waiting for his hearing because he is now being disbarred from the law association, and he cannot practice law for about a year, and he's been disbarred. And so he has a legal hearing coming. He has to wait for a year, and he's on probation. And so he needs to basically make a fruitful living for the year and make sure that he shows to the probation officer that he's actually working and gainfully employed, so on and so forth. So there is a track where he gets employed in a small cell phone shop, and how he goes about making a day out of it. It's amazing. So it's a little slow paced, as is season 3 and season 4, a little slower at the pace, but it is Vince Gilligan. It is Better Call Saul. You can't say no. Watch it. You have to watch it.